Hi guys, welcome back to Bonsai Crazy. Now yesterday I went on a trip with my son. He had his first flying lesson and there was a nursery nearby, so we stopped in there and I come across this. Now this is an orange dream and it was only £12 and I actually got 2 trees, which is brilliant. 2 trees for £12, that's not bad. So today I want to do a little trim on this, and I'm gonna take it out of the soil or take it out of the pot just to have a root round and see where the roots start, because I think I actually want to try and make these double trunked tree, and for that I'm gonna need the roots to start a bit higher up. So I think I might try and strangle the tree today and make it nice and tight, and hopefully some roots will grow where I want them to. It might set it back a year, but it's a very young tree anyway, so I've got lots of time on it for it to be a very good looking tree. So lots of work. I'll show you this now, and I'll show you, it's got some real shape to it already, so you'll probably see why I want to try and make them both double trunk trees. So I'll get you in closer. Right guys, so I just brought you in for a little closer look at both of these trees. As you can see, this one is fairly thin and it's got 2 branches. One's weaker than the other, which is fine. We can rectify that. We can make some changes in this one to make that one grow more. And then it comes down, and I'll take it out of the pot in a second. But I want some roots around there, around this sort of mark here. So I'm going to put a cable tie a bit lower down, so hopefully some roots will start popping out of there. Then on this tree we've got the same. It comes up, we've got a stronger branch here, and we've got a lovely second branch here, which has got 3 options already low down. It's got a real kink and curve, and same as this one. This one does come towards you. If you choose this as a front, it will be coming towards you, but I'm going to grow it for now, and we'll choose a front way down the line. So I'm actually going to put a piece of wood in here, a piece of wood in between, and try and pull them apart a bit so they're not so close together. And I'm also going to put a cable tie around the bottom there and bury it a bit deeper in the pot, and hopefully some roots over the next couple of years will grow, and it will slowly strangle the roots on the bottom, and we'll have a really good tree. So I'm going to slip this out of the pot now, and we'll see what's going on with the roots. All right, as you can see guys, we've got some really healthy roots there. I'm just going to try and have a look. Just going to take it off slowly and nicely, and not go too deep, because I want the roots intact. I don't want any damage to these roots at all. So we've got 1 root there, as you can see. There's 1 root there, which is good. So maybe I could actually, and we've got some more roots there, so maybe I could actually slip the tie in just underneath that, and that way it's already got some roots up above it, and hopefully we can get a nice nebari from these. So you can see the roots there. Let's have a look at this one, and there's 1 root there. there we go. So I'm just literally gonna put a tie around this one. Go the big one first. And I'm gonna slip it under these roots here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slip it under the roots there. Now, I'm not going to overly tighten this. I'm literally just going to tighten this up. So it's got it, right? So it's got it there. And that's all I want. And I'm going to clip that off. I will clip that off with when I've got something better to clip it with. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. So I'll clip that off. And as the tree grows, it will just strangle the tree a little bit. And then hopefully we'll get some more roots coming out higher up, and then I can have a low bit piece before the double trunk comes out. And I'm going to do exactly the same here on this one. The roots are going quite a lot lower on this one. So we've got one root there. Don't know if you can see that, but we've got one root there. So I'm just going to come above that root or underneath that root. As you can see, it's not tight at all. I'm going to let the tree grow into it. Quite literally, just let that tree grow into pinching itself. And if you do it naturally that way, then the chances are it won't kill itself completely straight away. It won't strangle itself straight away. It will take a year. Probably next year I'll be able to snip that off. Late next year, after the summer, I'll be able to snip that off, and we'll have some really fine roots coming out of here. And then it will set the tree back. Probably going to set the tree back by a good year. But I don't want all these roots down here. I want it closer up top because I want to make them a double trunk tree. So I'm just going to slip it back in the pot quickly. No harm done really to the roots, so they're all doing all right. We'll definitely cover up those roots at the top, and I'll probably put a little bit more soil in here and cover it up to there so the roots actually do start growing. So I'll do that off camera, but you should know that I am going to do that. I am going to put lots more soil up here. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to get on and I'm going to get this tree its first trim. Now obviously because I've done this, it's going to grow this year, and I don't particularly want to strangle it too much before winter. So that's why I've done it nice and loose. That's why I'm going to trim this back now. So there will be another growth spurt, and then hopefully that will tighten it up then. And then in the winter it will overwinter, and then next year when it starts growing, it will start realizing that it has to push out some roots above here. Okay, so that's the plan, and hopefully the plan is a sound plan and it will work. So time will see. But now I'm going to give this a quick trim. All right guys, so I'm going to work my way around this one. So this little one here. So I'll try and get this out of the way so you can see. So this branch splits into two. It splits into two there. Obviously we don't mind that, but we don't necessarily need that right now. So I'm going to take one of these branches off, and I'm going to take the thicker branch off. Or will I? Because that's giving me a nice little curve there anyway. I'm going to take the thinner branch off of this one. So just taking the thinner branch off of that one, and I'll give that some seal in a minute. And we come up and it's kind of busy up the top. So, but then we've got this little crowd here. So I'm just going to cut back to this crowd down here, leaving a bit of dye back there. And that's really trimmed that one back. And as you can see on this second one, very thin. It's very thin, but it's got a low down branch here that's going to kick out into another direction, which is great, which is what we want. It's got all this new growth up here. I'm actually going to clip it back to this one here, the second row, because it is a weaker branch and I kind of want it to stay a bit level so that it's not the weaker branch anymore, or the growth levels out. So that's that one done. Let's get on to the other one. I don't know what position you're best off seeing it, so I'm just going to go with this one. Now we're starting here on this curvy bendy branch, which I actually really like. We've got on this curved one here, we've got two started there, and then another two just a little bit higher up. So I'm going to snip off to the second row of two, and the reason I'm not going down to just two is because it is a young tree and I want it to survive. So I'm going to go very sparingly on it and not do my usual trick or do what usually would happen and go down to just two pairs. So I'm going to do the same on this, and that's taken the top off, but it's given me another two options of direction there as well. And then we come in and we've got this tiny little branch there, which is a third branch. I like that branch and I want to keep it for now. So it's not going very high, so I'm actually going to leave that one as well. That's not going to get touched. So then we come to the main stem of the branch, and as you can see, it splits into two, quite low down, which is great, which is fine. I quite like that. We can manipulate that. We could put some wire around that and change things about of it. Then it comes up and it goes into two again. Now obviously we don't need all of that, but I do have one single branch down on this one here, which comes out at the same angle as this second branch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top off, like so, and that leaves me with this little branch there and a bigger branch coming inside now. And then it's got two more there, so I'm going to snip this top off of that one too. Yeah, so that's giving it a nice little spread and changes of angle. So then we come to this branch here. It splits into two, and then it's only got growth at the top of both of them. It's got forks coming out, and it's got growth up the top of both of them. But I don't actually necessarily believe that we need it. So I'm actually going to be quite harsh on this bit, and I'm going to, there's two little I forget what they're called, nodules where the branches would normally come out. So I'm actually going to come down low, and I'm going to chop it just underneath the top of that one, and hopefully we'll get some bud back lower down on this here. So I've been a little bit ruthless with the tree, but not so ruthless that it's definitely going to die on me, and that's what I want to prevent more than anything. I don't want it dying on me. So, and I want to get a nice nebari lower, higher up, so that I can make them into double trunk trees. Alright, so there we go guys, here's my first ever trim for my orange dream. New plants, hopefully they're gonna do really well, and I'm gonna end up with an amazing bonsai. Long way to go, good few years to go before it becomes anything at all. But if you'd like to follow this tree and follow me and follow my journey through bonsai, then please like and subscribe. Like really does help me out, pushing my videos out there. So if you could please, even if you don't want to subscribe, please press that like button, and it'll push my videos out there to a few more people, which will really help me out. So please do that. And if you really like my videos and you want to follow me and follow my tree, then hit that subscribe button please as well. Cheers guys, I'll see you next time. Ta-da.